Welcome back to Chronicles on the Focus, the podcast that dives deep into fascinating figures and historical events. I'm your host, Bob, and with me as always is the ever-brilliant Alice.
Hello everyone. And Bob, today we're tackling a titan of the Romantic era, a composer whose music still resonates powerfully today, Johannes Brahms.
Indeed, Alice. Brahms, the man, the myth, the legend. Or maybe just a really, really good composer. Let's start with the basics. Born in Hamburg in 1833, he was a prodigious talent, wasn't he? I mean, the guy was playing Beethoven at 10. Can you imagine?
Absolutely. And it wasn't just playing, he was composing too. His early life was a whirlwind of talent and a bit of poverty. His father, a musician himself, struggled to make ends meet, leading to some colorful, perhaps exaggerated, stories about young Brahms playing in Hamburg taverns.
Taverns? Brothels, even some say. The rebellious young composer, E.H. But I think those stories are a bit embellished. The family wasn't destitute, and Hamburg had strict laws about minors in such establishments. It's probably more of a romantic myth than reality.
Exactly, but the talent was undeniable. His early training was solid, with teachers who instilled in him a deep appreciation for Bach, Mozart, and Haydn, a foundation that shaped his distinctive style. He was a master of counterpoint, creating incredibly rich and complex textures.
And then came the Schumanns. Robert Schumann, already a giant in the music world, became a huge champion of Brahms, recognizing his genius. It's a beautiful, almost fairy tale-like story, isn't it? But there's more to it than just musical mentorship.
Oh yes, there is. Brahms developed a deep and lasting friendship with Clara Schumann, Robert's wife. Their bond was intense and complex, existing in the shadow of Robert's mental illness and eventual passing. Though never romantically involved, their relationship profoundly impacted both their lives. Some scholars even suggest Brahms's decision not to marry might have stemmed from that intense dedication to his music and to Clara.
A fascinating and enduring mystery. Moving on, let's talk about his music. 4 symphonies, 4 concertos, a requiem. The man was prolific, and each piece is unique, not just technically brilliant, but emotionally resonant. What are some of his most famous works?
His symphonies are iconic, particularly the fourth. His concertos, especially the Piano Concerto No. 1, are incredibly challenging and rewarding. Don't forget his Hungarian dances, which are incredibly catchy and accessible to a wide audience, a huge contrast to his other profound works. They're surprisingly popular even today.
And a fun fact: Brahms, despite his immense talent, was incredibly self-critical. He destroyed many of his early compositions, fearing they weren't up to his standards. Talk about perfectionism.
A truly remarkable life and legacy. Johannes Brahms's music continues to inspire and amaze, showcasing the power of passion, dedication, and a healthy dose of self-doubt. That's all the time we have for today. Join us next time on Chronicles on the Focus for more captivating stories.